Sometimes things in life come up that we are not ready for, but we got to figure out the best plan to make it work. And this is one of those situations. I hope that some of you can relate to this story, and I'm sure that a lot of you hope that you can't. And as always, this is just for friends. Younger, pretty much every weekend was us going to some sort of show or concert, whether it be in our local town of Warrensburg or whether it be driving up to the big city and attending a show at Spitfire or El Torreon or even in this case, Dante's Pizza in Lake Lotawana. So me and my friend BJ are driving up from Warrensburg. We just picked up Julian. My pants are still in the washer stock and we're on our way and we're getting close to the venue. I can't remember what bands we were going to see, but bands that played there all the time were like After the Burial, Vela Maya, Nehemiah, bands like that, and then we'd have local bands on the bill, so I'm sure it was one of the three. We were jamming out in the car, just having fun. We hadn't seen Julian in a while, so we were just catching up, and then all hell broke loose. My bowels just started churning, and when I say churning, I mean something's gonna happen. So I'm trying to keep talking to those guys without them knowing anything's going on. And then God just needed a good laugh because he made me sneeze. This wasn't just your ordinary shart. This was more of a fill your pants to the brim kind of situation. So there I am sitting in my car. I'm driving, by the way. And they're still laughing and having a good time, rocking out to whatever we're listening to. And I am in dire need of a bathroom and a good change of clothes. Unfortunately, I'm about 45 minutes away from my house, and the only thing that's coming up is the gas station at 7 in Colburn right before we get to the venue. I say I want to stop and get a drink of some sort just so we can have an excuse to go there before the show, even though we're probably running late. I get out, I turn my back to the wall as much as I can, and I kind of shimmy into the gas station, shimmy down to the restroom, and Julian follows me in. He needs to go to the restroom too. I tell him he can go first. I'm standing there just praying to God that my underwear just keeps this within my pants. Once Julian comes out of the restroom, I go in, but he stays in the bathroom to talk to me. We hadn't seen each other in a while. It wasn't uncommon for guys to talk in the restroom, but in this case I needed privacy, and he just wasn't getting the memo. What that really meant for me is that I could not come out of the stall and throw anything away. I had to take care of everything in that single bathroom stall at the gas station. I'm in the stall, I'm trying to figure out what to do, and I notice that the toilet is actually one of the older models. It still has a tank on the back. So I did what any sensible person would do. I threw my underwear away in the back of the tank. I got cleaned up the best I could. And I really mean the best I could. There's probably still issues down there, but I didn't want to know about them and I didn't want anyone else to know about them. So as I'm going out of the bathroom, I'm washing my hands, Julian leaves the restroom, and I turn around to find exactly what I thought I would, but I was hoping that I wouldn't. My crack is obviously wet. So at this point, I'm going commando. I run out of the restroom and I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? So I'm trying to think of what is the best next step that I can take so that no one would know this happened to me. And I come up with a plan. I keep my back to the wall and I slink over to the Mountain Dew cabinet and I grab one out, pay for it as quickly as I can, and go out to the car to meet my friends. This is where step 2 of the plan comes into play. So I get in the car, I have my open Mountain Dew, take a swig, put it between my legs, and then I'm talking to my friends, I shimmy my bottom until the Mountain Dew falls over and spills all over my seat and all over my pants.
Oh no, my Mountain Dew just spilled all over my crotch.
We're all laughing. They're thinking that the spill is like the biggest issue that I'm dealing with, which it obviously isn't. And then we start getting on a road to go down to the show because the pop spill is not that big a deal. You would think that's where the story ends, but it actually gets a little bit worse. Even though my stomach is feeling much better since that incident and I'm ready to have a good time at the show, I still have some wet pants. So I'm walking around, it's kind of dark in there, you really don't notice it too much, which is a good thing for me. However, I'm moshing, having a good time with my friends, and one of my friends, Kyle Coomer, comes up, hasn't seen me, smacks me on the butt like you would at a baseball game, and immediately notices that his hand is wet. I turn around in complete embarrassment, I tell him about the Mountain Dew incident, and he thinks nothing of it. Ultimately, I hope that this helps someone who maybe is in a similar situation in the future. If you're around a gas station, hopefully it has a tank on the back of the toilet. If they have Mountain Dew or another beverage that you can spill on your pants, do it. Just do it.